if we don't do something different, like how can you be excited about the future? Like if we don't do something different, how can you look forward to something different if we don't do something different here? And so I'm this video here, I'm sitting here in Mississippi, and I met with some beautiful spirits today. And I had a chance to meet some beautiful spirits today. And it just reinforces me for the vision and the work that we have to do, in my estimation. And I want to reiterate that we're in a worse state than a crisis. A crisis tend to be an immediate threat, an immediate threat that threatens your sense of security or threaten your peace. We're in a little worse place than that because we've been threatened so long that now we think it's normal. We've been desensitized so much that now it's not a big deal. And that's a even worse place than the crisis. Where the crisis, you're motivated, your adrenaline is rushing. We docile. You heard me do videos before. This one here is just going to come from the heart because I'm here in Mississippi, the blackest state in the union. And it's 44 million of us here in this nation. And the question is, how does it look for us to coordinate together? How does it look? And what does that mean for our future and our life? And I want to say, if we don't do this, what do we have to look forward to as a whole, as a people? We got three Americas, rural America, suburban America, and urban America, three Americas. For Black people, it's three Americas. And the question is, out of every other ethnic group in this nation, there's some coordination together. You have the Hispanics, they got their food trucks on the road all up and down the state in the US. We don't have that. I don't know of a national grocery store chain that we have. A national candy store chain. I don't know too many national anything that's allowing us to unite our rural, suburban, and urban together. We have that. We've established that. And so now the question is, what will it take for you to fund that? Since we have it, what will it take for you to help fund it? And I want to show you this, but keep in mind, three Americas, rural, suburban, urban. When we hear about the shooting and killing, that's mainly urban in inner cities all over the country. Pains me to see so many of our people hurting because of loved ones being killed. And then in rural places, we have dry bones, dead, nothing moving, very little motion. And then in inner cities, go in the north side of Chicago, vibrancy, people moving around, got places to go. You go in our neighborhoods, dry bones. So how can we be dry bones in urban America and inside rural America? What will it take for us to coordinate together? And that's what this comes in at. This is a picture that is a clear illustration of you, a person. And these black boxes represent black towns, black towns. This first box here is Bucksport, South Carolina. That population is 96% black. Over here, Mount Bayou, Mississippi. Just left Mount Bayou. Right here, Falcon, Mississippi, right here. Right here, Coalfield, North Carolina. Right here, Coahoma, Mississippi. Right here, Whitehalls, Alabama. Right here, Metcalf, Mississippi. Right here, Ocala, Florida. And right here, we got Moses, Alabama. All right, title says 40 million Americans targeted. It's Black people. All right, let me talk about this. I'm here in Falcon to talk 7 offices in Falcon, 7 offices. This is how we're going to create vibrancy in these small little towns that are Black towns. It says something when urban America don't have an example of Black success. Suburban America have integrated in, so they don't have a standalone success. And they're even in rural America, Black America, we don't have a successful model. This approach is going to allow us to have urban America pour into rural America. These are small towns that we can easily create vibrancy inside these small towns. So here's how this looks. Here's how this works. Each person that you know, each person in the street represents a person right here. Every single person we meet has a name, an address, and a phone number. That's right here. That's what Bucksport, South Carolina is going to do. Give you an example. I just met a brother, Keith. All right. So once I meet Keith, I'm going to turn his information over to Bucksport, South Carolina, so that they can get in touch with Keith and fill in the blanks. We have Keith's name and phone number. We don't have his address. Bucksport is going to get his address. Okay. That way we got a full name, address, email, and all that stuff. Bucksport, South Carolina. Bucksport, South Carolina will need 7 offices in this small little Black town under 1,000 people. 7 trailers come into that town to put people to work, so that each one of them trailers can manage 3 different cities, getting all the people's information. That's huge. That's huge. That changes Bucksport overnight, because now you got vibrancy. They have 7 trailers used as offices. People need 7 more trailers to have a place to sleep in. So now you got 14 trailers in this small town. Vibrancy. Those people, when they get paid, they're going to want to have a bowling alley, skating rink to enjoy themselves with. Now you get into commercial development. The point is, do we have a reason to make sure that all 20 cities care about Bucksport, South Carolina? And it's going to be the same with each one of these small little towns. This is why every town is just doing one little small task. Falcon, we gave them the task of collecting the $12 from every single Black person in America. So all Falcon is going to do is have 7 officers so they can manage, collect the money for the cities that they're assigned to. Think about what that does for the Falcon economy. All right. Mountain Bayou, Mississippi, they organize our people. Very important to get us organized so we'll know when are the 2 times a year that we need your support. Coahoma, Mississippi helps us with the 4 charities that you donate to, so we can synchronize and have stronger donations going to our non-for-profit sector. Metcalf, Mississippi is focused on Black businesses. Can you name 4? Calling 40 million people a month, find out can they name 4 that they spend money with. That, imagine what that does to Metcalf, Mississippi. That's a job created out of this world as well. Whitehall, Alabama, getting everyone's birthdays. Why? Because there's an economy to be made off of birthdays. So we know birthdays coming up in April. How are we getting ready for that? All right. Referrals. That's out of Moses, Alabama. Tons of referrals. Now those referrals be able to earn money and get those people that we're referring to do their $12. That creates more jobs, 7 offices. It just keeps on building. Ocala, Florida is where the youth get their resumes from. So what I just went through is every one person, what these other cities are going to be doing to create 7 offices in all of these different cities. So I'm here on behalf of our superstar donors this month in March. Mr. Johnny Harper, he came through big time. He did 12 people's $12. Ida Cotton did 12 people's $12. Evelois McCullough did 12 people's $12. Who else we had this month? We 12 people. Katrina Thurman did it last month. So the key is, if you're in position, the 144 represents our businesses doing their part to make sure that this thing takes off and run. There's no reason why in one day we can't collect from 1 million people $1. Like, who said we can't do it? It can be done if we can get people in agreement. That's what all it boils down to. So my number is 312-405-8255. 8844. The connections we made today is amazing. We're gonna tomorrow be going back down to Friars Point. Uh, uh, we'll try to hit Greenville. We'll see definitely Clarksdale. Going to be here South Haven as well. So the bottom line is this trip was about Northwest, North Mississippi and Northwest. I'll get back down to the Southwest part, which is Natchez, Mississippi. That's Jackson, that area there. And then before the year's out, I'm gonna be in the Southeast part, which is Hattiesburg, Gulfport, places on the Southeast part of Mississippi. Mississippi, you guys, please put it in your spirit. Mississippi is important to all Black people because of it's the blackest state in the Union. And when we start learning about these different cities in this state and the population just start taking it in, it's going to get us more ready to pour into Mississippi. 20 nickels to Mississippi is the program. That's $1. 20 nickels to Mississippi. 312-405-8844. Call me, let me know how you want to send your $1 to Mississippi. That's 20 nickels to Mississippi. 1,000 people doing that is $1,000 we get to put on a Black business in Mississippi that make them stronger. Stay strong. We're going to get there, you guys. Condolences to everyone who's hurting because of lost loved ones. Peace.